Hello all. This is the legendary unboxing and building video that, well, the build video that Chris and co from Transformers and such have been attempting to get me to do. It's my second or third attempt at actually making a video. I've learnt one thing. There is no way in hell I can record a video like this with my son in the room. No, you'll never see the footage. Haha. But yeah, I decided that after I built all the other Lego that I bought the other day, here's some of it. There's some more of it over there. There's even more of it elsewhere as well. I'm obsessed. Yeah, I decided that I would build this. I've never built an aeroplane, a Lego aeroplane before, so seemed as good a time as any to build one. And yeah, I picked this up yesterday. I think it arrived, and oh yeah, I'll just get into it. Let me just get this noisy bit out of the way as quickly as possible. Nothing else in the box. The box can go over there. Right, let's see, we've got the instructions there, some stickers, actual instructions for the main frame, bag 2, which is very loud, and bag 1, which is almost as loud. So let's crack bag 1 open and get this tipped out. So yeah, I know most people who do build videos of one kind or another, at least the ones I've seen in the past. Dropped a piece of Lego. Gotcha. Usually have some sort of topic they want to discuss, or you know, at least something that they want to say. Me, I haven't got much that I want or need to talk about, really. So I thought I'd just ramble crap at anybody who's listening, and yeah, see how this goes, sort of thing. Let me just make sure put this out so I can see it as when I need a piece. But yeah, yeah, so I started collecting this, doing Lego like a few weeks ago. I mean, I've had Lego since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. In fact, I inherited Lego from my mother that is obviously older than me. It was hers when she was a child. And then built up quite a collection of my own while I was young. My son's had a few pieces bought for him, and he inherited mine, or what was mine. And yeah, and obviously now I've what did I buy first? I bought something really minor, and then it kind of snowballed. Well, I bought some Lego Minecraft stuff, which I will at some point show off, if there's any interest in it, obviously. I can do a little bit of a video of my little Lego collection. I know I'm doing this out of step, but I don't care. I'm a rebel, god damn it! I'll build these things out of order if I wanna. If I can even do it. It's very difficult, weirdly difficult to do when you're looking at your hands at a different perspective than you're used to. I'm not used to this. I'm usually in front of the camera, but I figured you couldn't see anything on the Lego if I had my big fat hairy head in the way. So I set up like this. Plus I rearranged my room, so I have room to put a camera between me and my desk now. Let's see, that's meant to have a sticker on it, as is this. I'm gonna do the sticker off cameras because I'm particular. I'm a particular pain in the ass is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I got into this very recently, but as with almost all things that I get into, I got into it and fell into it hard. I go down the rabbit hole in a big way. Yeah. It's a nice enough sticker, I suppose. But yeah, it's I'm enjoying myself at the end of the day. It's the other one. I got a very weird lighting setup. I would have thought it would have been a lot brighter from this side, but yeah. Alright, let's see what is next. Oh, more parcels. Look at that. But yeah, what was I going to say? I was going to say something of moderate or none importance. But yeah, me and my son have got into this, and it's proving to be something fun that we can do together. And as I say, I'll put up some videos, or at least pictures in videos, of what I've built and my collection, if there's any interest in it, you know. Sound off in the comments below. And all that. But yeah, it's proving to be quite a fun little hobby. Not cheap though, that's for sure. I am in no set, and you know, I'm still loving my Transformers and stuff, but I only collect Hasbro stuff, and a lot of the Hasbro stuff hasn't been particularly tickling my fancy for a while now. And there hasn't been a lot new, so I haven't really had anything to do with it. I know how to build one of those. See? I don't need no instructions. Look at that. Mastered it. Let's see, are we? But, yeah, I don't know whether I thought I have something bigger or better to say than any of this, other than rambling on about how much I've been enjoying Lego. Not exactly the world's most entertaining prospect, I suppose, but if you're watching me build something, then sure, thanks. If you've not got bored and switched off yet, well done. I would say there'd be a prize of some kind in this for you, but I'm afraid that's not true. Not unless I think of something interesting to say. I've got a sticker on that. Yeah. I'm going to be at Auto Assembly, for those of you who don't know, this year. I'm only coming up on the Sunday this year, but me and my boy are coming up on the train, so we figured we'd at least, you know, show up, because I think I'd miss everybody if I didn't see them for a year. I don't see them often enough as it is. Really must talk to Chris and Nat, who hopefully will see this video and therefore know that I am remembering at this moment to speak to them, so that when I forget again, they can remember for me. I really must sort out a visit with them. Perhaps get you guys up here. That's not to everybody, it's just Chris and Nat I'm talking to. I don't know most of my audience, and yeah, I'm sure you're all lovely people, but I don't have room in my house. It's very small. But I seem to say but yeah, or but a lot, I'm noticing. Must work on that. Must work on having something actually to say before I start doing one of these videos in future. My ability to ramble is good, but I don't know that it's... my ramble game is as strong as this needs me to be. Let's see. That almost the done of the cart? Done of the... is that almost the cart done? God damn my words. I English good, honest. Quick look. Stick with the light on. Oh, that's clever. Yes. Right, so where's my stick? Stick. Stick with a light on. You're all jealous. We know. Look at that marvellous stick with a light on. On the side of there. And this, that's quite impressive. How does this work? That way around? That way around. I wouldn't have thought of that myself. I thought of putting that wheel in properly either if I hadn't noticed it. Yeah, I think that's quite clever how they've done that. Now I know this face from somewhere. If I can try and get the camera to focus on it without blurring out. There we are. If I'm not mistaken, that's Jang from Jang Bricks. Hello, Jang. You don't know me. You're not watching my fucking channel. What the fuck am I thinking? But I'm fairly certain that's the figure face he uses. Yes, I watch a lot of YouTube videos when I'm not... Well, when I'm rarely making them. I watch a hell of a lot of YouTube. Possibly unhealthy quantities, I'm not sure. Never really worked that one out. But, and it's not all just Transformers and stuff. And no, that wasn't me getting the name wrong again, Chris. That was me legitimately saying it's not all Transformers related stuff. I've been accused, and accurately accused in this particular instance, of mispronouncing the podcast's name by making up the words such and things, and I can't even remember. Stuff was my other one, I think. But here's the... let's just tilt that slightly that way out of the shadow. Oh yeah. So here's a little buggy that the set comes with, just a little cart to carry these parcels around in, so they can be loaded and unloaded into the back of the old plane. I think it's quite a nice little build. Yeah, simple but effective. That's cool. Much like these cars are always simple but effective. Seems to be the standard car model for Lego as far as I can tell. Which is why this one was such a surprise. It's from the camper van set. I really quite like that. Yeah, at some point there's interest again. The phrase, if there's interest. I will do some more of these videos, or, well, probably not more build videos. I have, let's see, that lava 4x4 thing to build. I have this fire engine, and I have this octane 4x4 off-roader thingy. None of those will last long enough for me to make a different video. I guarantee that. They will be built before this time tomorrow. And if they're not, I will be shocked as hell, because it means something weird has happened. That was a loud bit. But, yeah. I did another butter. I'm sure I've done several hundred of them in the meantime since I noticed it. Let's see. That's kind of cool. Engine blocks. Or whatever you might call them if you were so inclined to know the actual names that these things possess. I am not somebody who knows these things or is inclined to know them. It's cool. I am a cool pilot. My name is Frederico, and I have no legs. But I do have a cool pilot's hat. See my pilot hat. There we are. Now I have legs. And now that I have legs, I'm coming for your women. Or something. I don't know. I'm drivelling. We all know I'm drivelling. But, so yeah, I really should have thought this through and planned out something that I was going to talk about while I was doing this, but I figured I'd wing it because I wing shit, and sometimes winging it works out nicely, and sometimes it does not. So to anybody who I've bored into submission. A, tap out. B, I apologise for boring you into this fugue state, and I do hope the doctors are able to wake you from your chemically induced, well, pesically induced coma. We'll go with that as a statement. Yeah. Oh Christ, it'll be interesting. I'm going to publish this. I've decided that just now. I am going to put this up, regardless of how bollocks I think it is. I am going to put it up. And then when people in the comment section go, this is bollocks, I'll know A, they haven't listened through to this part, because they would know I've already admitted that this is bollocks, or they will be being ironic because they know I've said that this is bollocks already, and I've simply chimed in with their own, this is bollocks. I don't know. Let yourself be known if you made it this far in the chat, in the comments below, and tell me that this was bollocks, because then we have a consensus on the situation. What am I doing? I'm looking at instructions the wrong way around. That's what I'm doing. Back to front instructions never work, people. I don't care what your kid says. And just because you can read this sentence upside down and back to front, it makes you a very, very special snowflake. Oh God, I'm going to go into snowflakes in a second. Does not mean that instructions work the same way. Yes, I'm one of those people who sees those things, can read them and goes, so? And I'm going to try and avoid talking about special snowflakes. Although, if any of you are out there are how shall I put this? Not easily triggered, but know what the phrase easily triggered means, there are some very good people I could recommend to you to go and check out on the tubes. Sugar Chits and Bearing being number 1 and 2. Undoomed, who was the guy who got me into any of that stuff. The Amazing Atheist is a bit of an opinionated neckbeard. He's an amusing opinionated neckbeard, and I don't necessarily agree with everything he has to say, but at least he's got the balls to say a lot of what he's saying on there. I'll say that much. There's a lot of say in that sentence. A hell of a lot of say. But yeah, I tend to avoid talking about party political SJW kind of stuff because I have an opinion, but I'm sure all of you have opinions. And unless somebody actually asks me to have mine foisted upon them, then I shall not do so. Without, well, occasionally I will, but there's nothing meant by it. Ah, dear. So yeah, like I was saying, I am attending Auto Assembly this year, going down for just the day, and I'm not really going down there to shop this year, which is definitely a first for me, because I love shopping. Can you tell by the amount of Lego I've managed to buy in like a week? Okay, it's a little over a week, but it's not that much over a week, all things considered. Where's that piece gone? I'm missing a piece. This is not a code red yet. It's not code red yet. I actually have to look properly. Oh dear. Pick you up, put you on there. That way I know you're you. Put that off to one side. There it is. See, couldn't see the wood for the camera. Right, got to stick some stickers on these ones. But yeah, Auto Assembly should be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody who I saw last year there, hopefully, and maybe even bumping into some people I don't know. The man in the Grimlock suit from last year, my son absolutely adored you. And the guy the Deadpool guy, who did tell me his name at the time, and it has been more than 3 days, and therefore I have forgotten it. But he was cool too. He actually came over and was talking to my son for a little while there, which As you can imagine, for a 5-year-old at the time, he was more than ecstatic to be nattering with Deadpool. He is desperate to see the film, but we just haven't had a chance to put it on yet. And yes, I am going to let my 6-year-old watch Deadpool. Judge me! But, right. That's the stickers back on there. You see. Nice air cargo stickers on the side there. I do like Lego stickers. I do hate putting on stickers because it's an act of pure self-stressing to apply these stickers and try to get them straight. I am a pain in the ass, and this one isn't even on straight, but it's going to annoy me. But I'm also not going to repeal it off because I've had very, very bad experiences with doing that, and I'm simply going to put that down to the fact that I applied these while doing a video and let myself go with that one. Hopefully I won't notice it once it's all said and set up. I barely notice it now, in fairness. It's only when the light hits it right. But, oh dear, dear, dear. Alright then. It's going together slowly. So yeah, well, what was I talking about? My brain has wandered off with the servant girl. It shall not be back for some time, I'm sure. There we go. And apparently coffee cup, because every Lego City set has a coffee mug in it. I've actually noted that to be true. We've got this guy, see? Coffee cup. So if Caravan's got a coffee cup, even the race team's car has a white coffee cup in it. That's some dedication to the coffee cup. I will say though, if I can just grab it, there it is. That has plenty of coffee cups, but that's a coffee chain place, so that's meant to. This was a really cool build, by the way, I just point that out. That was from a rather large set called the City Square, I think it was. Town Square, City Square? City Square, I want to say. And, yeah, I really kind of like that. That build was cool. Let's see. That snaps in nice and secure, doesn't it? Right, got to put a sticker on that. What was I saying? Yeah, I was talking about auto assembly, wasn't I? And the cool ass people I met there. There are too many cool ass people that I met at auto assembly. Especially over the years. I mean, I've only gone twice, but twice has been more than enough to meet some really nice people. And some grumpy ass people. I'm looking at you, Snake Pit. But, you know, you're actually quite nice. You're actually nowhere near as grumpy as you make out. You just like to pretend it. We all know it's a persona. My persona is rambling goit, but apparently. Never let it be said that I am not capable of self-mockery. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there again. I know we're still a couple of months out and stuff, but everything seems to be going very quickly at the moment, but that has something to do with the fact that I have a pregnant wife in the house. So things do seem to go faster when you have a pregnant wife. That's my experience on the matter anyway. It happened with the first son, and it seems to be going again with child number 2. I am excited though. I can't argue. Yeah, giddy would be an accurate term to describe me when it comes to considering my child coming along. Child number 2. I'm failing miserably at this. Here we go. Get on there. Good piece of plastic. You stick to the other pieces of plastic. But yeah, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to auto assembly, and not just the people actually, to be fair. I am, like I say, I'm not going there to shop like I usually do. I mean, most years I've taken several £100 with me to buy at whim, and I have done a very good job of spending all of that money very, very quickly. Last year was a stupid record where I managed to spend the better part of 350 quid in 28 minutes, and that's including time to get back to my room after buying it. So, not a record I'm intending to break by anybody's standards. I mean, I could. If somebody gives me 350 quid, I'll probably break that record. But I'm not going out of my way to do it, that's for sure. I'm certainly not spending my own money to do it. I think I've got like 2-3 items I want to pick up from the next Transformers line, which is Blur and Chrome Dome. Maybe some of the others, but I mean, they all look good. And I think that side kind of says most of it all, really, doesn't it? It's just, yeah, they look really good. I'm excited to see that Hasbro are doing Headmasters again. I'm just so worried it's just going to turn into another rendition of bloody Combiner Wars, where, okay, yeah, the first wave or two look amazing. Hardhead, for instance, looks great. Chrome Dome looks exactly the way I want him to, and Blur looks really good as well. Not the imagining I would have had of him personally, but as for a reimagining of that character in a modern style, yeah, that's right up there for me. I think that's a really good look. There it is. But yeah, I am worried that, you know, we're going to get to this time next year and we're going to be seeing, you know, 8 different Chrome Dome molds rolling around. We've already seen that they're reusing the Blur mold for my brain has gone for a walk again. Yep, no, can't remember. But we've already seen it's being reused, and I've got the figure as well. I'm looking right at him and I cannot name him. Don't you just hate it when that happens? Or is that just me that happens to? I'd be quite intrigued to find that out, actually. But yeah, I don't know. Hasbro have lost my trust with the way they behaved with the Combiner Wars series. And I, as anybody who's seen my videos here, was a big proponent of the Combiner Wars, and, you know, the difference between doing it right and doing it wrong, which Hasbro were showing signs of doing it right at one point. And then they turned around and made me look like a fool by doing everything I feared that they would, and everything everybody else said that they were going to do. I don't know. Maybe that makes me an idiot for being hopeful. Maybe that makes them the idiots for starting off with promise, and maybe we're both idiots. I don't know. I do not know. Right. Do some wheels now. But, sorry, minor break in the recording there for reasons best known to my camera. But yeah, I was saying that I don't know whether me being hopeful with Combiner Wars was my fault or theirs, or both of us. And I just can't afford, or just don't want to, give them the benefit of the doubt again, only to have them turn around and you know, just go, nope, nope, it's going to be this all over again. And I, you know, I like I said, I was a proponent of what they were doing originally with all their stuff related to the Combiner War stuff. I was a fan. I was like, okay, yeah, they're making the money, but they're doing, you know, they're doing the right thing in the way that they're making as much of the molds as they can. And I was all on board with that. And then I just started seeing things like, I think Smokescreen was probably the one that killed it for me, because Smokescreen suited, to an extent, the dead end mold, and then they just gave him the Prowl mold and they didn't change anything about it. I mean, it couldn't have taken much effort on their behalf to take that mold and just, I don't know, just switch the roof. It was the same mold effectively. They just, you know, they just remolded the back end of it. Sorry, the outer shell of it. My words. But surely they could have just taken that and there we are. We have wheels. Sure, surely they could have just taken the back off of the one and not had a light bar on Smokescreen. That kind of, it broke me. I went from being the plucky young one that had all of the hope, spinny, to being the broken old man that you see before you. And yeah, I don't know. They make it hard to be a fan sometimes, Hasbro do. Or at least to remain a fan of the current product. And I'm in my 30s. Not going to tell you my age, because that makes me feel even older than I already feel. More stickers. But yeah, I'm in my 30s. I was there when Transformers were new and shiny, you know, and everything's different to it was in my day, and I don't like change. But I try to be reasonable. I think anybody who knows me knows that I do try to see both sides of any given argument and land somewhere in the middle-ish. Maybe leaning one way or the other, but you know what I mean. I try to be reasonable with any argument of any kind that I have. And it's just a tiny little detail sticker. Fun. But yeah, I'm old enough and grouchy enough to know that the Bay films aren't for me, and you know, I suppose they weren't made for me, per se. And I watch them for what they are, which is an exercise in one man's ability to make me feel nauseous with a camera. Something I'm hopefully not doing to everybody here today. But yeah, the Bay style of film I'm not a big fan of. And I think that's probably why I'm not a big fan of those movies. If somebody else was directing them and making them and not making me feel like I needed to throw up when I thought that was an actual brick for a second there. Not two bricks stuck together. What a dumbass. Yeah, I think if somebody else was making them and directing them, and they weren't quite so much of a queeze fest for me, because this camera angle that does this all the time does make me feel rather uncomfortable. More stickers. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'd enjoy them more. I'll probably see the new ones when they come out. I know. Why bother? But I probably will. Eternal hope optimist, that's the problem. I hope it's going to be good. I don't think it's going to be good, but I hope that it's going to be good. And that's all I have to give on it. I just have to hope. All the stickers are done, finally. There's a tail section. Right, let's see. Last things to do, put that on there, and that on there. And we can attach this onto here. And there we have a cargo plane. Rather nice, actually. Like I say, I'm new to this, but I understand that this is quite an old piece that's got used quite a lot, but I think it does its job rather nicely. These are nice. Spinny turbines. Looks like what I'd imagine a Lego cargo plane should look like. And then of course you've got this business going on. Deep hollow. I like how they've put a small bar in there. I don't know if you can quite make it out, but there's just a single bar going across to stop the cargo from crashing into the back of the pilot. But then of course it supplies with parcels that are only this big, and I don't know if you can tell, but from here, if I put that on there, oh, that one won't actually fit through. Ooh, I was wrong. That said, this one, which has the weird warning symbols all over it, is only that thick and will fire straight through there and into the back of the cargo pilot and set him ablaze, killing him instantly. And then I will not be able to come after your women. You planned this out. Nah. Sorry. Oh, Christ. Right, here's the end of the instructions. Look at that. Instructions done. I'll go in the drawer. Or on the floor. One of the two. But yeah, that's my little cargo plane. Put the pilot in his place. Inigo de Fuego. I decided to call him Del Fuego. I don't know why. I know that isn't a name. It's a thing. But I don't know what it is. It doesn't sound like a name. Maybe it is. I don't fucking know. Words come out of my mouth and I hope that they make sense. Maybe they do. They probably don't. But yes, that's the cargo plane all built. Happy days, happy days. Yeah, I can't even remember what I was talking about prior to finishing that. Long and the short, I is happy. De Fuego is happy. That guy is probably not, because that looks like quite a menial task for it. Probably low pay. But he does look like Jang Bricks, so that's a bonus point for that man. And I've been Pez talking bollocks at you for far too long, I'm sure. So, thank you if you made it this far through the video. You have done incredibly well. You checked out after my brain did. Oh yeah, Brainstorm was the name of the guy that they're doing. See? It all worked out in the end. Answers on a postcard. Blah, blah, blah. Right. Thank you very much for watching. Anybody who made it this far, you are a trooper. And you should go to the nearest off-license and buy yourself a trooper. Because you earned it, sir or madam. If you don't like trooper, buy beverage of your choice. Right. Where's your spare parts, by the way? Shiny, 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 and a wheel. Why not? But, okay, yes. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, A, you're a masochist. B, thank you. C, please let me know in the description, comments, thoughts, opinions, tell me to go away, tell me never to be in a video again. I don't mind, I don't care. Just, yeah. Yeah, say something in the comments so I know that there are people out there. Okay. I'm going to go now because my brain has melted. Bye-bye.